everyone is coming up with your ideal life vision. Now, this concept I originally learned about at a Tiffany Peterson event when I went up to one of her 2-day, 3-day conferences, and someone got up and talked about their ideal life vision. And what that is it is a perfectly written out, detailed form of exactly what you want to achieve in life, down to such detail that eventually your subconscious starts listening to it and wants to make and see that happen. Because the most important part when we're creating this dream life that we've really wanted and that we've really dreamed about, if we're not clear about what the details look like, how do we know if that's what we're working for, if that's what we're getting there? So this is just kind of like a declaration of intent. It's like a personal mission statement of things that make your heart beat faster and things that make you excited when it comes to all aspects of your life. And I'm not just talking about the business things. We're going to talk about personal things, financial goals, and things that where you want to be. So this really breaks it down into the who, what, when, where, how. And the thing that's neat about these ideal life visions that makes them a little bit different is that you actually record yourself saying them out loud to classical music. They call it Baroque music, but it's essentially, when you look it up online or on YouTube, it's classical music. So you actually record your own voice saying your dreams down to the very last detail, put to music that you listen to every single day. And it's amazing the things that start to come to you and attract to you, because not only are you conscious about the goals that you're trying to get, but now your subconscious is listening to them too. So it'll be things like you'll be out to lunch with a friend who maybe mentions this incredible opportunity to do some philanthropy work, and you're going, oh my gosh, that was one of my ideal life vision things. I really want to do that. How did you know? And you start thinking that was a crazy coincidence. But these little things start coming up in your life because you're waiting for them. You're prepared for them. Maybe someone mentions that they're tired of the job they're in right now. Things aren't working, and you can invite them to partner with you. Maybe it is having the ideal life of, you want your house to look a certain way, and because you're always listening to it, one day you wake up and realize you've slowly been doing things and collecting things or getting rid of things to live that life you've really wanted to do. So this is extremely powerful. The lady who talked about it said that what happened with her is that her and her husband were so flat broke, they had nothing to their name. And this was the only thing that she could think of doing because they had a lot of kids. She needed to be at home with them. They couldn't afford to have her outside of the home working. So she was at home with the kids. And she said she got to the point where she was listening to her ideal life vision in the car and realized she hadn't heard a thing it said because she was yelling at her kids the whole time in the back of the van. And then she just broke down in tears thinking, what is this even doing? What am I even accomplishing with this? Because I don't know about you guys, we've all had those moments where we're thinking, what are we doing? Where's this going? But she said it was really interesting. She kept with it, kept listening to it. And a year later, she got a contract for, it was this little like invention sewy thing that she had made that completely launched her family. She went from struggling trying to sell these things to listening to how she was going to up level herself, and all of a sudden it just took off. And everything that she had been listening to came to be, and that's when she realized how powerful it is to listen to your own words, talk about your dreams and the things that you want. So I'm going to share this screen with you guys so you can see, because we're going to talk about the 7 areas that you're going to create your ideal life vision in, and then exactly how you can do it. Because back when I very first did my first ideal life vision, I figured out a way to make it so it was super simple. So I didn't even have to go out and buy any special software, or you usually pay people hundreds of dollars to walk you through how to put all this together. And I have this in a PDF, so I'll leave it on our Facebook page so you guys can go back, read it, see exactly where the things are. But I'm with the ideal life visions I make, I like to take it off the Jack Canfield, The Success Principles. And I know a lot of you guys have read that, but he has his 7 categories to visualize and come up with your ideal life. So these are the 7 areas that I like to hit on whenever I update my ideal life vision. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up a computer to a Word document, and you're going to sit down for 20 minutes, half hour, and you are going to brain dump. And don't worry, these are going to evolve. They're going to change as time goes on. That's why you're going to be writing it down in a Word document so you can save it for later. Because trust me, it changes monthly as you're going through this. And the way I'm going to show you how to do it is so easy to change that it's not that big of a deal. So the first one is financial. Where do you want to be financially? What makes you excited when you think of that? And I don't want you to play safe when it comes to these goals. These are goals that like make your heart a little bit excited. These are the goals that make you go, oh my gosh, I could never do that. That's ridiculous. I'm embarrassed to tell my friend that this is my goal because who knows what they'd say. And we'll go to that in a little bit about making sure you get rid of those dream stealers out of your life. But I want you to put down what you'd really like it to be. What would just be incredible for you, and what does that look like? What does your house look like? When you walk in the front door, can you imagine if you got to build your dream home, what's that going to look like? What are the colors on the wall? What's the flooring like? I want you to go through every little detail of what that ideal thing looks like. The second one is your ideal career. What does that look like? Where are you working? Are you working on the beach from your laptop? Are you working at home with kids all around you? Maybe you love the snow. Maybe you just want to be up in a little cabin nestled in, working on your business. What does your career look like? Maybe you like clocking in. Maybe that's something you want to do. So see what that looks like to you. What makes your heart excited? Do you own your own business? Who are you serving? What kind of clients are you attracting? That's a big one. What kind of people do you want to attract to your business? And what does your schedule look like? Is it a 9 to 5? Is it a 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day? Decide what that dream ideal looks like to you and talk in present tense like that is exactly what's happening. So say with your ideal life vision, you would say something like, I work 3 hours a day and I can easily and effortlessly fit everything into that time that I need to get done because I'm organized and everything I need is right there and I'm very efficient with the time that I have. You're going to talk in present tense. You already have it. This is what it looks like. This is how I'm doing it. So that's how I want you guys to fill out these questions. It's in present tense. You already have these things, but this is what it looks like in detail. The third one is recreation and free time. What are you doing with your free time? What are you doing with your family and friends? What hobbies? What vacations are you going on? What do you do for fun? What does that look like to you? Your ideal health. Are you free from pain, diseases? Are you fit? Are you healthy? What does that ideal health look like to you? Maybe it's just getting flexible. Maybe you just want to touch your toes. Maybe you want to go run a 5K. Maybe you want to run an Ironman one day. Whatever that health goal looks like to you, write it down to every little detail. I know in mine, I talk about that I don't do veggies so well. I don't know why. My taste buds don't like them, but that's something I put in my ideal life vision, that I eat salads all the time. I love them. I like them because I really like that in my life because I know how important it is instead of forcing myself to do it all the time. The fifth one, relationships. How is your relationships with significant others in your life, whoever that may be? How is your relationship with your family? How's your relationships with your kids? Who are your friends? What do those friendships feel like? Are you attracting friends into your life that really boost you up and inspire you? You become like the top 5 people you hang out with. So what are those top 5 people like? Who do you want to become like? The sixth one is personal growth. What are you doing to grow? Maybe you have a goal one day to go to a Tony Robbins workshop and walk across his fire coals. You know, talk in present tense how cool it was that you got to go to that. Maybe it's your personal goal. You want to learn how to play the piano. Maybe you want to, I don't know, really sky's the limit. Think of what's something you've always wanted to do but thought, I don't really have time for it. You have time for it on this. This is your ideal life and what it looks like. Another thing I think is really important, make sure you don't skip, is what your ideal morning and what your ideal day looks like. So how do you start your morning? Do you give time to yourself first thing, or are you grabbing your cell phone? I think we're all kind of guilty of that, and it's no secret. We all kind of sometimes don't give to ourselves first thing in the morning before we get going. So describe what that looks like. Describe your ideal morning, and then your community. What would a perfectly functioning community look like to you? What could you be giving in that? What kind of charitable or volunteer work are you doing? What are you helping to make a difference? So think of where those fall into things. So once you have all this typed up, and I'm serious, just brain dump, even if it sounds completely outrageous, just put it on there. Put it on your ideal life vision and the exact details of how that happened, how that's going to happen. So then you're going to create your recording. So all you do, and I don't have my phone in here. I would show you on my phone, but that's okay. You all can look on your phones. You're going to open up your ideal life vision, and you're going to go on YouTube. And you're going to look up a Baroque classical song of some sort. There are hours of free Baroque music on YouTube. So don't go pay for it. Don't go try and find like this ideal perfect. Just listen to a few, decide what one sounds great, and just pick that one. Don't spend too much time, paying and doing all that stuff. We're doing this for free and big bucks for it. The next thing you're going to do, every standard iPhone and Android you'd be able to download it, is a voice memo app. It's so easy that you just hit record and say what you're talking about and hit unrecord, and that's it. So check on your phones. Make sure you have that. If not, you can download it. If you don't have a smartphone, message me and I can show you another way of how you can do that, whether that's through Zoom, because then it'll be private for just you. But what this is doing is that this is creating an MP3. So this is just creating a voice-only memo for you to have. So what you do is that you open up your phone, you open up the voice memo, you hit record, and then you start your music on your computer on YouTube. And you're going to read down your life vision in your voice with as much feeling, as much as you can, of everything that you've written down that you want in your life. And when you're done, what I do is that I slowly fade the music off and I hit stop record. And that's it. Now you have the whole thing recorded, completely free. You didn't have to pay for anything, but a huge, huge, powerful thing that you can do now every single morning. Or maybe it's when you work out, or maybe when it's you run carpool, or you're on your way to work. Usually they're around, and some people get a little crazy, they can be like 10, 15 minutes. Mine are usually around like 5 minutes. I can commit 5 minutes to my day when I'm brushing my teeth, when I'm doing my hair, any of these times that you can just hit play and listen to your own voice go through this and go through what your dreams are until it becomes so ingrained in you that you're going to see that you're going to start attracting that into your life. So the reason why you want to listen daily is just kind of what we talked about. You're going to take your conscious thoughts, and now that you've recognized exactly what you want out of life, we're now going to place them into our subconscious. So when you're talking to people, when little things come up, all of a sudden, it's just a light bulb's going to go off for you. And you're going to say, oh my gosh, that's the connection. That's the connector to the thing that I wanted. That's what I wanted in my life. And I'm going to go after it now. It's really cool to see the things that are coming in. And a big thing is, don't let a dream stealer convince you that your dreams are too big or that they're too crazy, because you always want to dream big, because big dreams attract big people. And that's exactly what we want in life. We want to play to our full potential. We want to get everything we can out of it. So when we limit ourselves to little things, that's what we're going to get in life. When you have so much more potential than that. So guys, I want you to aim for the crazy things. I want you to aim for the most life has to offer. If that means a house in Hawaii on the beach where you sit there all day and do whatever, then that's it. Whatever you want it to be, what that looks like, really, really go for it and write it in all this. So as we've kind of gone through this, does anyone have any questions of how you would make this yourself at home? Okay, does everyone have that voice memo app on their phone? Have you seen it in there? It comes standard on most phones. Perfect. Okay, guys, now who thinks, what's that, Jocelyn?
I said it's never worked for me, but I'll, yeah, I might message, yeah.
Okay, seriously, message me if there's any issues, because the challenge I want to give you guys all to do, as we're talking about this new year, now we've gotten those business goals and things we want out of the way, let's really start focusing in on our personal growth and our personal well-being and what that dream life that when you wake up you're so excited for and it gives you energy and motivation and you can't wait to start your day. Let's create that. But the first step is figuring out what it looks like, exactly what your dream life would be. So the challenge, open up a Word document, just set aside half an hour, brain dump everything out to every little detail. And if you're not sure, if you're like, well, I don't know, I like gray paint right now in my house, but maybe next year I'm going to want red paint. That's okay. Put down what you like right now. Dream big for right now, because these goals are going to evolve. Because this is so easy to remake later, say in 3 months, you're going to reevaluate what your ideal life vision is. You're going to change some things up and you can re-record it. To just do that. And it's a great way to go back over your goals and to see where you've come. And they're going to change as things change in your life and as you grow and things come into it. Your ideal life is going to change, and that's okay. So that's your goal. Write everything down, save it on your computer somewhere safe so you can update it later, and you're going to record your voice talking to that music. Everyone, we got it? Everyone think they can do it? Hey, awesome, guys. Let me see if I can. There we go. Okay, back onto the normal screen. Okay, guys. Awesome. That's your challenge for this week. I know it'll make such a big difference as we're attracting the things into our life this year that is just going to up-level us so much in 2017. Because, like I said in that post, there's just kind of this amazing thing about doTERRA, and you've probably noticed it when you started doing business. I'm sure you never realized you do so much personal development in your life. When you're done with this, I've owned other businesses and I didn't touch personal development. I didn't read a single book. I had no idea what my goals were. I just knew I needed to get there. It's amazing to me, the beauty it brings out, not only in your business, but just your personal life. It's really cool to see the growth and the changes that happen just from doing this business. I hope you guys can kind of feel that as you've gotten into things and started learning things about doTERRA and how it works, that it's so well-rounded, that it's not just about growing a business, but it's really about just growing this beautiful life, this beautiful, sustainable life that you're so excited for every single day. So I hope you guys can feel that. I hope you're excited for it. I can't wait to hear how you all like listening to your own voice in the morning. It's really hard. Serious. Have you heard yourself on like a recording going, I sound like that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's why I can't go back and listen to these recordings because I cringe. I look at like my mannerisms and how I talk and I can't do it. So get ready for that. It feels pretty awesome to listen to your own voice happening. So, hey, cool, you guys. Any questions at all?
Good.
Okay, awesome.
He's cute.
You got really excited to come over, huh? I'm usually not down in the kitchen doing these things, so I'm usually like in the office. Okay. Well, cool, you guys. I'm excited to hear how it goes. So good luck with it. I can't wait to update mine. It's been a while, so this is going to be good. I'm excited for this.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay. Thanks, you guys, for being on tonight. Quick and easy. I'm excited. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Night.
Bye, guys. Night.